Hello everyone, I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, October the 6th, and this is going to be a journal entry. Really, it was prompted by a video that I saw yesterday on YouTube, or maybe the day before yesterday. But yesterday I started processing it. It's like the Lord brought it back up to me, and I just want to share some points that seemed important just by seeing this video. So I'm going to name this video Lioness, Tigers, and God. And it kind of goes with the saying lions, tigers, and bears. But this is going to be called Lioness, Tigers, and God. Okay, so the video that I saw yesterday, it popped up, or the day before yesterday, it showed up on YouTube. And also, just by the way, I'm in a public place. I'm at a park, so if you hear noises in the background, that's why. Hopefully you can still hear me clearly. So yesterday, or day before yesterday, there was this short video that came up on YouTube. And the video showed a lioness protecting an injured tiger. And it was a very short clip, maybe seconds, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. But basically the lioness was protecting an injured tiger from other tigers. Now watch the clip. I think I watched it maybe once or twice. I really didn't think anything of it. I was sitting there thinking why am I watching this? But nevertheless, I watched it, pretty much dismissed it, and went on about my day. Well, believe it was day before yesterday, or yesterday evening. It's like the Lord brought it back up to me. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to pause the video because there's a lady and her dog are barking. There's some houses right next to the park. So anyway, both her and her dog are barking. So anyway, the video, the Lord brought it back up to me. I believe it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday evening. Same day that I saw it. I started just processing what I saw out loud, and I felt like there was something to it. So in the video, the tiger is injured, really badly injured. I don't even think that it can't even really move. I don't even believe that because of how it was injured, it was affecting its ability to see. So the lioness is there, and she's roaring and literally protecting this this tiger from other tigers. Okay, so there were other tigers, about 4 or 5, that were coming in trying to attack this injured tiger, and the mother, the lioness, was defending the injured tiger from the other tigers. And it was like I just got this revelation. The thing, when I started processing, and I was thinking, I'm like, well, isn't that odd that this lioness is having to protect an injured tiger from other tigers? Think about that. This is a totally different animal having to protect this injured tiger from other tigers. So it just made me really think about how sometimes God has to use someone different from you to protect you from those that look like you. Like that was like the thing that hit my spirit, because I thought, you would think that if this tiger is injured, other tigers would step in and protect him or her. But that's not what happened. They were actually trying to further injure that injured tiger. And the lioness had to step in and push them away to keep them from hurting the already injured tiger. And then the other thing that was funny is, because of how the tiger was injured, there was a point in it where I believe that it really was affecting the tiger's ability to see. And so when the lioness came in, the lioness was coming in to get the tigers off of the injured tiger. But because the injured tiger couldn't see, he kind of lashed out at the lioness. And so then the lioness and the injured tiger get into a little scuffle, but then the lioness backs off. And I think that's because she kind of realizes that, hey, this tiger is so injured that it really doesn't know who's attacking it. It doesn't realize that the lioness is the one that's protecting him or her, because it can't really see. And so that also made me think about how sometimes when we're injured, we can't see clearly. And sometimes when we're injured, we can't see who's for us and who's against us. We can't see clearly who is fighting for us and who is fighting against us. And so that injured tiger, because it couldn't see, because the other tigers had just come in to try and attack it, and the lioness was there trying to get them off, he couldn't see who was doing what, and so it lashed out at the lioness. And so they got into a little scuffle, and then the lioness, I believe, realized that the injured tiger couldn't see and kind of backed off. But that's kind of what that spoke to me, how sometimes when you're injured, first of all, it speaks to the fact that, the people that you think should be the ones protecting you can be your worst enemies, can be the ones that are fighting against you. While God is using someone totally different who doesn't look like you to protect you. The lioness is having to protect a tiger from other tigers. Sorry, I had to pause the video again due to some interruptions. But once again, the lioness is having to protect a tiger from other tigers. So that short little clip, when I really started thinking about it, just brought such revelation to me. Because, as I stated, sometimes God will use someone that is different from you to protect you from those who look like you. And sometimes when we are injured in the battle, we can't see clearly who is for us and who is against us. And we may lash out at those who are actually trying to protect us. But it's because we're injured. And it's hard to discern who's attacking us. The tiger should have, you would think that the tiger would be safe with other tigers. But it wasn't. That wasn't the case. Those other tigers were trying to literally destroy the already injured tiger, and the lioness, who was fierce and protective and beautiful, had to come in and protect that tiger, that injured tiger, from other tigers. So it also taught me, spoke to me about just being careful how you judge people. And because God might use someone who looks very different from you to protect you. And for me, I was thinking it even applies to not just race, but perhaps even your own country. Just some food for thought. I pray you meditate on it, and I pray you will be blessed. Selah. Thanks for listening.